Is it on? Okay. So let us first start with nutrition, no?
Yeah.
All right. So what is your first point about it? Tell
Nutrition,
me.
yeah, it's I think one of the most important ones for me.
Mhm.
And for me personally, it's mainly a whole food plant-based diet. So really focus on, let's say, living foods, like which are not processed,
Mhm.
and yeah, especially like vegetables and
Mm-hmm.
maybe also sprouted grains.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yeah, basically I go into that direction as well. I'd say for me it's a very big question of first quality and yeah, also where it comes from. So basically for me the idea is like the highest goal is always to have food that is organic. That is the highest goal for me. But then also of course looking where can I find food that actually turns out very often to be cheaper than stuff you can buy in the supermarket and less processed as well, as you said it, and less packaged, for example. So less plastic and generally. So yeah, that's basically what I think.
Yeah.
So, biggest goal.
And another important point for me, like I'm following a vegan diet, so
Mm-hmm.
I also have a really critical point on
Mm-hmm.
how animal products are concerning health reasons. So as far I know, it's not a lot of benefits to animal products, so I'm kind of cutting them out. And
Mm-hmm. Very interesting, because at this point we actually do have different views or ideas about that. So I totally go as well on meat, and I like milk and stuff. What is very necessary for me, as already mentioned, is, for example, especially like meat and stuff, that it has that it is organic. So in this case, quality and those kind of norms are really necessary, I think, because then also a better life for the animals is provided. And I think at the end you are what you eat, no? And so I think that should be one of the highest goals, to eat something that is actually good.
Yeah, another important point for me would be that I don't eat what I necessarily like, so I choose my food based on nutrition. So I know what I have to consume based on my knowledge, what I should consume per day. So I know I have to eat certain amount of legumes, a certain amount of vegetables, and then I try to make these ingredients as delicious as possible. So of course there's sometimes I feel I'm craving chocolate, or I'm craving ice cream, but 90% of the time I'm really saying, okay, I have to eat this. How can I make it in a way that I like it? And this I changed also a few years ago, and I think this is was one of the biggest steps, not to eat what I like, to rather eat what is good for me.
But then also the question comes in, is it maybe good for you if you eat something you really like? You know, like also kind of, wow, man, I studied a lot now. I did this, and then now it's time to.
Yeah, but if I would eat what I like, my diet would be really bad.
Okay.
Because I like chips, I like ice cream, I like a lot of sweets. So, yeah. But for mental, I could imagine, like, if you use it as a treat, then it's okay. But if you base your whole diet on this, what you like or what you think you like, I think
can go out of the range.
I would say so.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay, I had one last thought, but I can't remember right now. Okay. So, one thing I wanted to add is proteins. Since I'm working out right now in kind of a more extensive amount, and so proteins is a really big thing. But once I ate quite last time when I worked out a lot, I was focusing on animal proteins, like a lot of meat and sausages and stuff. And actually it turned out, when I had like a blood test and I looked at my blood afterwards, my doctor was like, you have a lot of what's it called again?
Cholesterol?
No, not cholesterol. Iron. A lot of iron in your blood. And she's like, did you eat a lot of meat? And I was like, yeah, actually true. And then I thought, probably it isn't the most. I think meat is for me, for overall diet a good thing and a good choice. I also like the taste. But for example, for gaining or having more proteins, I can't eat, or I would not like to eat more meat and stuff. So I rather focus now on, okay, what plants do we have that have actually a lot of proteins? Plus, it's less expensive, no? Like if you go, for example, like, for legumbres, what's it called again? Legumbres, leguminosas? Legumes.
Yeah. Like beans and...
for example, beans and...
lentils.
Yes.
Peas. Yeah.
That's just way cheaper, and it makes you full.
And especially if you want to keep the organic standard, when you want to only eat organic meats, it's way expensive.
It's way more expensive, yeah.
But also organic legumes, and this is going to be more expensive, but they are so cheap
in comparison
anyway. So you're probably going to buy the double for our organic legumes, but in comparison it's going to be still way cheaper than meat.
All right. So one last tip now will be basically what we found out, Martin and I, when you focus, for example, on organic diet or a cheaper diet, let's say that, if you focus as well on plants, to buy in bulk. That's basically a good advice, I'd say. You can find many stores, but also if you go for your, I don't know, a local farmer in your near, it's basically very often way cheaper, no? And especially when you buy in bulk, then even more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And another tip is to do your own research. So you see, we have really different opinions. We didn't start to discuss it deeper because we are really different, but it's still, we are really common. We always look for the common grounds, not like, no, I would never eat meat, and no, I have to eat meat. You know, I don't think this is the right approach. So everyone can find his own way and still have a normal discussion. And
but I think also in this case it's necessary then to also look at yourself and just find out how you feel about it, no? Like what actually does good to you. If you have your diet, for example, and you feel very well, perfect, take it. All right, so see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Exactly.
Click the
bell.
The bell. Close the window. No more YouTube for today. Again. Stay healthy.
Okay, guys.
Stay tuned.
Thank you.
This is so weird.